What's going on, guys? It's Beck, and today we had a brand new video with something that could be threatening the entire crypto market and threatening to collapse it lower than where it has already gone before, and that is NFTs. For whatever reason, people thought it would be a great idea to use NFTs as collateral for loans, and it's not really working out all that well for a lot of them right now, considering the NFT market is relatively illiquid and doesn't have the trading volume of something like Bitcoin or Ethereum. And the loan crisis going on in these NFTs could easily use or send these NFTs to auction where they would sell for less than what the floor price is. And these are big brand name projects like CryptoPunks, the Bored Apes, even Mutant Apes. These are big kind of blue chip projects, or people would consider them blue chips, and send those even lower on an auction where they would sell for lower than what the floor price is now. And then Ethereum, being the number 2 cryptocurrency, could easily have an impact on the overall market if all of this starts to fall. And NFTs are one of the biggest use cases for Ethereum right now. And we can see this happening right now on something like the BendDAO platform. This is use your NFTs as collateral. So just like it says here, you use your NFTs as collateral, you borrow ETH or you get USDC, and then you turn USDC into USD, and then you spend the money however you want. I actually saw an example of this with Mike Malak, who bought or put a down payment on a house with using his NFT as collateral and using the money the same way that you just described here. But from the BendDAO, and this is just one of many platforms that are out there to loan you money for your NFTs. You can see all of their kind of stuff here. 47,000 ETH in deposit and borrow. Their value locked. So it's a lot here. Maybe they're more over collateralized, but I mean, I doubt it right now with how everything's going. And you can see just the collections they have: the Bored Ape Yacht Club, CryptoPunks, Mutant Apes, Doodles, Space Doodles, all of the kind of upper echelon of NFTs, the upper bound. People would more respect Bored Apes, CryptoPunks than, you know, a lot of the other projects, and they have kind of celebrities in them and backing them and stuff. But you can see they have big projects in there, and if the big projects get crushed even more, then the smaller ones will definitely be decimated. And just take a look right here, loans in auction. You can see they have 2 Mutant Apes, at least on this. You can look into more, but right here they have 2 Mutant Apes that are in auction for their latest bid of 12.61 Ethereum. And if we look at the Mutant Apes NFT project right here, you can see the floor price 14 ETH. So for these 2 Mutant Apes are selling for less than the floor price. This is what we could see as a loan type crisis plays out, where the floor price is 14, the bid is less than the floor price, sending the floor price lower, sending just overall value for all these NFT projects lower. And as they continue to go lower and lower, then they continue to trigger more auctions for these NFTs that are used as collateral, which sends them back to the auction, which sends the floor lower, and it's kind of a death spiral of everything going on. And you can just see from right here, from Circus, he lays out a great thread about all this that's going on, and some of the tweets here saying a health factor below 1.2 means you're in the danger zone. 17% drop of your NFT's floor triggers liquidation. And this is kind of the NFTs. These Bored Apes are all in the danger zone of being liquidated, of being sent to auction, and probably selling for less than the floor price, lowering the floor price, and going into that death spiral. So it's not like this is 1 or 2 NFTs. This is quite a lot in this collection here. And the more of these that go to auction sell for a lower floor price, they could trigger other ones to have to go to auction too and lower the price yet again. And to add even more kind of bad news for people who are using NFTs as collateral, you can see the BendDAO, that's what we were just looking at. Founder proposed an emergency change to the protocol. If the vote passes, there's a high likelihood that 600 plus liquidation auctions of Bored Ape Yacht Club and other top NFT projects would get liquidated, sent to auction. This is his kind of talking over of it. And you can see the first line is, "We are sorry that we underestimated how illiquid NFTs could be in a bear market." I feel like that's something you kind of got to figure, that it's going to be a severely illiquid market. It already is pretty illiquid in a bull market. So in a bear market, these NFTs and JPEGs, people are going to have, what, if it's 100 grand for a Bored Ape, would they rather take that $100,000 and put a down payment on a house, or would they want to buy a monkey picture on the internet? It just kind of seems pretty logical that people are going to want to put the money into real assets in a time when risk off is on, and we don't want to push money into risky things. The stock market's going risk off, the crypto market is going risk off, and we're seeing just all of these riskier assets sell off. We saw it with even Bitcoin and Ethereum, they sold off. So you can't say you didn't see this coming, because NFTs already were illiquid in a bull market. They're going to be extremely illiquid in a bear market. And even if you take the example to more extreme, saying that these trigger bigger sell-offs, bigger liquidations, and plunge the price even further down, another 80%. If it's 100K and it goes down to 20K, around that level, would you rather buy a JPEG picture or a Bitcoin? It just doesn't, you can never get a comparison where somebody thinks I would rather have the JPEG instead of a real, like a Bitcoin, or even down payment on a house at the levels they are now. If it falls to 20K, I would rather have a Bitcoin than a JPEG. And I think a lot of people think that way. So that's how illiquid the market could very easily get, where it continues. People don't want this anymore, and using these NFTs as your profile pictures, it's not something that, you know, is really cool anymore. And even worse, going on with the Ben Dow, something I guess, you know, being investigated and looked at and kept an eye on, is it says right here, while you were sleeping, the Ben Dow bank run finally happened. 15 wrapped ETH left in a wallet that had 18,000 ETH in just 48 hours ago. Still 14,500 wrapped ETH owed to lenders. So just kind of what's going on. We went from $29 million to 25,000. The wallet's been drained. So is it kind of this bank run type deal, or people trying to get out of this collateral or completely abandon ship? And that's going to be very bad for the NFT market in general. Going to be bad for Ethereum, and Ethereum is big enough to affect the entire market. So if the Ben Dow is only one of many crypto NFT lenders out there, if they're going down, others are probably going down, and we could see this spiral into something big and problematic, just like we saw with the closures and bankruptcies of the platforms like Voyager and Celsius. Right now, we could be seeing that with NFT projects and these lending platforms. So only time will tell how it all plays out, if this NFT contagion type thing is going to spread to the overall market. It definitely will spread to Ethereum and Ethereum's use case and users there. And Ethereum definitely is big enough. It's the #2 cryptocurrency to affect the market. Or maybe it just stays within Ethereum, and Ethereum gets hit hard and things outside of it don't really get hit hard. Who really knows? Ethereum does have competitors, so maybe the money goes over to competitors and they try and use those platforms and see what happens. But it does seem like this is a big problem, and the first kind of loan crisis in the crypto world, where people thought loaning against JPEGs was going to be a good idea. That's going to do it for this video, guys. As always, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and I'll see you guys in my next video.